Alright, welcome again to Pixellab Basics now. So gradually we are moving on to practical aspects, and this is one of the things we need to do first before we enter graphics, the practical aspect. Now, I know some of us are graphic designers, and some of us are even accustomed to this app already. But for the people that are not, that is why we are creating this um, video so that we can actually teach you how you go by it. Now, the next thing in line, we have done text this thing. So the next thing will be this guy right here. This guy right here is mainly for image and shapes. The tools you can use for image and shape. Now let me tap on it. It is either going to tell me to import sticker, like there are some stickers that comes with it. So it is either going to tell me to use any of it. So these are stickers. You understand? These are stickers that comes with this Pixellab, the pink version or something. Yes. Now the other one is to import. We have it right here. I know you can see it. You can read. We have import here. This is when you want to import anything at all into your into your graphic into your workspace. Do you understand? We also have draw. Draw is also very useful if you know how to use it. I've used draw in some designs, and then people are like, "What? How did you do this? How did you do that?" and everything else. So we cancel. We have shapes now. There are different shapes. If you press on that triangle, you are still going to see different shapes. And then for shapes that are not here, you can actually create it. That is why I said your creativity and your knowledge about graphic design will go a long way. Do you understand? There are some shapes that are not here, but you can actually create it yourself. Okay. So now another thing is Brazil, blah 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 blah. This is usually used for what do you say now? Let's delete it. It's mostly used for logos and the rest, yes. And then there are arrows. There are different kind of arrows. If you want to use arrows in your design, so this is the tool. This is the shape or image tool. Now let me say I want to import. This is import right here. It's very straightforward stuff. So let me import anything now. Let me just import anything. So I'll show you the tool, how to use it. Now this is also a design on this Pixellab. I use this Pixellab for it. Do you understand? Your limitation is in your mind, is not in the software you are using. Okay, now so let's say I click on this now. You are going to see different tools on this. Can you see now? Just like the text tool. So now you can reselect, you can delete it, you can crop, you can copy, you can bring to front, you can take to the back, you can use position. Do you understand? You can use position, you can use relative position too. Do you understand? You can use relative position, you can use size. Can you see here? Can you see? You can use size, and then color. But if you use color, everything, you understand what this means. Everything is going to change to that thing. Now texture, you are not allowed to, you cannot even use texture if you want to import image, because the image you import will be, how do I say it now, it will be covered, so you don't really use texture. What you use texture and color for, mostly they are shapes. Do you understand? Now opacity also, you see now, like visibility and everything else. Color filters, this is when you want to actually what is this thing called, enhance the image you have imported, but you are only entitled, or you are only allowed to use saturation, brightness and contrast. Do not go to hue. Hue is going to change it completely. Can you see now? This doesn't make any sense. Do you understand? Hue is not going to, it's going to change it completely. So it is few images you can use hue for. So when you want to enhance it, now there's stroke also on this. Well, I'm sure you know that the stroke will be like this. Alright, so let's move down. There's eraser, yes, and this eraser tool is very okay. You can increase, sorry, you can increase the size of the eraser using this, and you can increase the size of the how do I say it now, the smooth stuffs using that. Now let me show you what I mean. If I should use this thing as it is like this is how I'm going to clean this is how I'm going to erase it. But if I should increase it, the eraser pen or the pen will be larger. Can you see now? Assuming I want to erase a particular part of this, but now this is what usually I say smooth. This is going to help you, add it. You now have a sharp edge. Do you understand? You will now have a sharp edge. We have something like a smooth edge. And also, if you want to, maybe you have made a mistake, you have cleaned where you're not supposed to clean. This is the icon to go back and change it. This one right here. Do you understand? So this one is to increase the size so that you can see where you want to do, so you can see it very well. This is the eraser button right here. That is why we have a second. And then if you are through with what you are doing, you tap on this mark icon right here, and then you are good to go. Do you understand? But because I don't want to because I don't want to erase anything here, I'm not going to use it. And then also, sorry, I forgot to mention this tool is very okay too. This one right here, this guy is also very this guy right here is also very useful. Let me show you what it does. Now if you should increase it, you understand, if you increase it, your hand won't cover what you want to do. Do you understand? You only need to hold that stuff. Let me show you what I mean. If I want to control this guy right here now, I won't need to tap on it. I'll just need to, it's only this one I will tap on. Do you understand? So I can be able to erase where I want to erase. Because if you don't use this stuff, if you don't use it, if you put it backwards, your hands are going to be covering where you want to erase, and in some cases you may do mistake. Do you understand? But if your hand is on this guy right here, if your hand is here, you'll be able to see what you are doing clearly. Do you understand? So you hold on to this part and then use it to clean it, to erase the part you want to erase. Do you understand? If you put your hand here, it may not really work. So that is it. So let's go back. So we did not do anything. So you can also use mask too. Do you understand? You can also use mask. It's going to work. You can also use mask if you want to actually mask some parts away from the place. You can also rotate it again. So you can also rotate your image to your desired stuff. You can also use 3D rotate, but most times it's not needed. Do you understand? It's not needed. You can use 3D shape, and also most time also it's not needed. It is only needed if you are working with shapes, but for images it's not needed. Now there's perspective also on this, and perspective I told you is very useful. Do you understand? If I enable it now, you are going to see what you are going to get. So it's very useful, especially when doing mock-ups. Do you understand? So what again? We have shadow. You know what shadow is. We have inner shadow. You know what inner shadow is, and we have emboss. You also know what this guy is too. So that is all about the tools for this guy right here. For this where is it again? For this guy here. This is all about it. We have done the one for text. This is the one for images and shapes. Thank you for listening to. Thank you for your time.